Some of you might feel like you're surviving. Some of you might be thriving. Some of you have been doing this business for a short amount of time, and some of you have made a lifelong career out of this. Today, I'm going to share with you some secrets on if you're surviving, how do you start thriving? And if you're thriving, how do you continue to do it month after month, year after year, so that you can design the life you love right here with Tastefully Simple? Well, let's start by a simple definition. Surviving, to continue to live or exist. Thriving, to grow or develop, to prosper or flourish. Do we have green thumbs in the room? My plants really flourish and they thrive during the summer. They survive over the winter. Some of them do and some of them don't. I'm going to tell you right now, you didn't come to survive. Who you came to be is not some watered down version that is surviving. You came to thrive. How do you do it? First off, you got to create it. Nobody cares more about your success. Nobody cares more about your happiness, joy, and fulfillment in life other than you. Look at this, top 10 in sales in June. I did some Facebook stalking. Stacy, Kimberly, Trevor, Melanie, Tori, Miranda, Deborah, Tammy, Laura, Denise are creating it. They are creating income. They are creating camaraderie. They are creating community. All of these things that this business does. They are creating it. You didn't come this far to come this far. Here's a secret. You're never going to arrive. Ever. You're never going to get to some place in life and be like, I did it, this is it, and then coast the rest of the way. There's always chance for an up level. How do you do it? How do you continue to create it? You do it by focusing on what is fulfilling in your life, not what's easy and not what makes you happy all the time. I did 10 years building a direct sales business. I did 10 years in corporate before that. And I'm going to tell you that I had some epic moments of happiness and success. And there were times that I was not happy. But I showed up. And I put in the work. And I did it because it was deeply fulfilling. How many of you are going for Cancun? How many are you going for Cancun? How many of you want a +1? You're going to get to Cancun and you're going to go through this phase of you're going to set the goal, you're going to work towards the goal, you're going to think, I don't know if I can get to the goal, and then you're going to achieve it, and that's going to create an epic moment of happiness and success for you because you earned it, because you worked for it. You have to create it. You have to show up every day. You have to do the work. Things that are fulfilling in our lives, they're energizing. They're sustainable. They unlock authentic you. You're with Tastefully Simple because you love the products, you love the community, you love the opportunity, you love what it does for other people. And it's unshakable. Once you earn it, you earn that trip to Cancun, I promise you for the rest of your life, that moment will be with you. You will be like, do you remember when I did that? Do you remember how much fun we had? Do you remember how much we celebrated? And you'll remember how hard you worked and how good it felt. Second off, you have to own it. Kelly, Adrian, Tanya, Jennifer, Brooke, top 5 in sponsorship. They are owning it. They are showing up in their business and they're sharing it with other people. During this pandemic, 1/3 of small businesses collapsed. If you don't think there's people out there that would love to know about this opportunity, you're crazy. Once a working woman, always a working woman. 850,000 working women specifically left the workforce in September of last year because they didn't have flexible entrepreneurship. They didn't have a flexible income. They didn't have a flexible job like you. They didn't have the opportunity to keep working, to pay the bills, to pay for their son's college course, and to make ends meet. You have to own it. You have to show up. How do you show up in your business? Someone says, what do you do? Oh, I got this little side business. I'm just doing this thing. Right? It's easy. I know. I used to do that. And then someone said, what do you do? I'm an entrepreneur. I have my own business. Have you heard of Tastefully Simple? Smile. The confidence, magnetic. People are like, ooh, I don't know what this Tastefully Simple is, but man, This person looks happy. They look fulfilled. They looked excited about what they're doing. They want to learn more about it. Stop playing small. Stop acting like this business is silly or not a real business. It's a real business. This is real money. This is real opportunity. And people need this business. I went from a 6-figure job in corporate America, and never in a million years would I think I would bust my butt to climb the corporate ladder and leave it all behind for direct selling, and I did. Because I wanted flexible entrepreneurship. I wanted to be home with my kids. I wanted to set my own schedule, and I wanted to create a life that I loved. And here's the thing. I would compare myself to other people. And I would think, oh, maybe I should be doing that, or maybe I should be doing this, or maybe I should go back to my old job. Here's the secret. You didn't come to be them. You came to be you. You came to be you. Who you are today is all that matters. Who you are is also not who you came to be. It's a permission slip to grow, change, and evolve, to level up, to keep going all in on you. Assumed constraints are the only thing that's holding you back from the person that you want to be at Tastefully Simple. These are the lies that you've told yourself, the stories that you told yourself. I'm not good enough. I don't have enough time. Nobody wants this. I don't know any people. I don't know how to get there. I don't know what to say. I'm not capable. You are capable. You are possible. And you need to start self-assessing to figure out what it is that you're saying that's holding you back. How are you showing up? Back to owning it. If you own it, other people will want to own it too. Take an inventory. What are you doing good? What do you need to work on? Where do you need to level up? Self-assess so that you can get through these assumed constraints and show up and be who you came to be. And finally, you got to live it. You got to live it every day. Look at this party. I was stuck in your Facebook and I'm like, I want to do that. That looks really good, and it's probably almost happy hour. And I know you guys get to find out about all the new amazing things that are coming out. It starts with you. You are the leaders. It starts with you. What you do, everybody else does. How you show up is how your team will show up. If you take 2 months off, most likely they'll take 2 months off. You don't have to work 24/7. That's not what this business was designed for. It was designed for flexible entrepreneurship so that you can create a life you love, but you have to dial in. You have to show up. You have to make the calls. You have to have the parties. Do you know how many people are thriving for this right now? We are on the cusp of potential mask mandates, blah, 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 blah. You know what's not going anywhere? The in-home party. You know what's not going anywhere? Social retail. What you guys did, you proved in the last year that this business thrives online.